Just spending time with the kids, letting them know it's cool to be a dreamer. It's cool to be in the band. It's cool to be different. You know what I mean? You got to look past a lot of the hate, a lot of the small things. You know what I mean? You got to think big. It's a whole world out here for you to see.
How would you encourage for students who get in an argument with someone, they automatically grab a gun and just start shooting a person unprovoked for no reason? What can be done to stop this?
We got to let them know. We got to let them know that's not the way you handle things. You know what I'm saying? Real men talk it out. In this day and age, you got to be patient, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that's going to transpire that we may not all agree with, but that's not the way to handle it. That's totally the wrong way to handle it. You know what I mean? So that's what we basically got to let them know.
Really study the art form. Really, there's so much information that's out there. You could be, if somebody came before you and showed you how to do it, you should be able to learn from their level of excellence and take it to the next level. My advice is like, you know, the stakes are high with it. For me, it's like life or death. And so, you know, I would say to take it that seriously, and don't think that you can't be better than somebody else. You're supposed to. You're put in this position for a reason, and there's nothing that you can't do. You can get better, but you have to work hard at it, and it's gonna hurt. You know.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I'm a hip hop artist and an actor, and also a book writer. I'm an author. I wrote a children's book called The Mirror in Me, and what I did in that book was talk about being yourself, being who you are. We all see that we got a new president. Y'all happy about that? Yeah! I'm very happy about it because our new president is really a person that came from a place where they told him he couldn't be something, in a country where no one ever thought that we would see a black president. But now that we have a black president, we understand that black people, white people, Asian people, Native American, Latino, no matter what color you are, we all are one. And this has been very helpful for our country to see and for you all to see. We got to speak up for what we know is right. If you see somebody in your class or doing something wrong, you could tell them, you could ask them not to do it. Just because you don't want to see them get in trouble, you don't want to see them do anything wrong.
For young kids right now trying to be entrepreneurs, you know, I read your book, you was at 18, you was kind of running the streets, but you turned your game around. And
any passion, God gives you a lot of talent, and any one of those talents is fine. The only thing is that people go halfway down the road in one talent and then they decide it's not working, but there's nothing that can't work. You know, your imagination is God. God made the earth, and he didn't build it till 4 chapters later. People are quitters. You know, you find anything you're passionate about, of course it's going to be a struggle. God will test you. So you got to stay on your game and not quit. Nobody going to starve. I mean, I get up in the morning at 5 in the morning, I go through my practice, and I work till late at night. That's all you can do. And meanwhile, you're going to eat. Sometimes if you think you're poor and you're starving, you overeat. So you ain't starving because you wouldn't be overeating.
A few things I'd like to share with you. First of all, I want to make sure everyone in here knows and has a very clear understanding that an education is the key to success on any level. All things in life are possible. I don't care how ambitious your dreams are. I don't care how far-fetched your intentions are. You can accomplish any goal in the world you want to do as long as you're willing to educate yourself, you're willing to work hard, you're willing to invest in your future, and you're willing to make sacrifices. Now, I never said that it was going to be easy. I said that it was possible. Now, there's going to be times where you're going to get discouraged. There's going to be times where you may feel like things are less than possible, but it's all in your belief. Always remember this. Whether you believe you can, or whether you believe you can't, either way, you're right. If you stay at it, whatever it is, if you stay at it, you got a 50-50 chance of making it. You give up, you got a 100% chance that you fail. Choice is yours. Now, I want y'all to know that everything happens for a reason. It's a reason why some of us are born with more than others. It's the reason why some of us take our education seriously earlier than others. There's a reason why some of us do better in school before others. You gotta find out what your reason is, and you gotta devote yourself to doing everything possible to getting you from where you are to where you want to be. I know everybody didn't come from big houses. I know everybody's parents ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? But that makes no difference. Where you are in life right now today does not define who you are. Where you come from is not a reflection of what you have the possibilities of becoming in the future. Your environment does not define you unless you allow it to. You can use your current position in life one of two ways. You can use it as an excuse to stand still and do nothing, or you can use it as motivation to go forward and never look back. Choice is yours.
You shouldn't run away from the industry, but what you should definitely do is work on your education and have a backup plan. So if it doesn't work out, you're good. You still have a second industry that you work in that you really like. You're not worried, like, okay, this didn't work, but I have a B, C, and a D plan. Have B, C, and D plans. Now, the last gentleman was right too, because you want to be better than everybody else. I mean, at this day and age, I mean, people are singing with their feet. I mean, YouTube has proven it. You're just seeing the craziest things that you've ever seen in your whole life. And it's not that the world has changed, it's just that there's more coverage and more ways to see things than ever. So that means that it heightens the competition for you. So you want to be able to sing all different kinds of music, and at the same time being true to yourself and the kind of music that you want to make and who you think you are as an artist. I know that's a tough bill, but the chagrin, meaning the truth that you may not want to hear or I might not want to say, is that there are 6-year-olds probably doing the same thing and that are just as good. And you got to know that there's another 12-year-old that's probably got the same name Kylie, just spelt differently. I mean, aren't we seeing that now? Like, we're seeing so many artists, like there's 20 million Nicoles, you know, there's 20 million Annas, and you just have to expect that someone's, you know, right behind you waiting for you to stumble and fall. So be on it, practice all the time, and if you're a singer, don't be afraid to have a coach. The best singers that you know and love, you know, they have trainers and coaches. I mean, think about it like gymnastics, right? You watch the Olympics. I know I'm a little long-winded, but I just want to offer you what I can offer you. You know, but think about it like the Olympics, right? When you see someone doing the craziest, you know, choreography that you've ever seen in your life on the, you know, on the balance bars or the balancing beam, I don't know what you call it, but whatever it is, they're doing all this stuff, and it, you know, it's the craziest, most crazy, you know, routine you've seen in your life, right? You're thinking to yourself, wow, you know, how many people are involved in that process? That person probably has a team of 10 to 20, and one of them is a coach. And your larynx and your esophagus is a muscle. It has to be trained, and you have to treat it like that. You have to warm up, you have to exercise every day, and you have to have somebody in there that is far better than you are, teaching you and pushing you further than you would on your own. Because it's cool to be a rough diamond, but let me tell you something. The minute that you get to 47th Street, reality kicks in. There are brand new sliced and diced diamonds that are, you know, D class, and that's what you want to be. You want to be the best. You want to be internally flawless.